Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen A. Galtoto, Madam CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it raw and real. The Striker today, actually, we're going to look at inside the Babu, Owino, and ndindi, nyoro 2027 political deal or game plan. But before we do that, kindly, if you are new to this particular channel, welcome home, karibu nyumbani. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. More importantly, turn on the notification bell so that the next time we are uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and comment on this particular video. Now, back to the 2027 game plan that Babu, Owino, and Ndindi, Nyoro are having. We have to go back and look at the recent political happenings in the country. Ever since the political fiasco of impeaching Rigathi Gachagua began, we have seen two figures that have been conspicuously, missing. They are not there. They are here, they are not there, They have been missing in action. And I'm talking about the Member of Parliament for Kiharu constituency and the Member of Parliament for Embakasi East. Now, Babu Owino came out and said, as far as the impeachment of, Rigathi Gachagua was concerned, he was not going to vote. And they even supported, Ndindi Nyoro, who did not actually come also to vote. So you see, impeaching Rigathi Gachagua was very, very, very there, or was very, very close to the heart of President Ruto. But when we saw the likes of, Ndindi Nyoro, who is supposed to be Ruto's, strong supporter, Ruto's political friend, didn't come out to vote, it tells us that there's trouble in paradise. So when you look at Babu Owino and when you look at Ndindi Nyoro, they are two young parliamentarians who are very loyal to their principles. Babu Owino is famously known for coining the phrase that Baba is always right. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, Baba is always right. And the rule number 3 refer to rule number 2 and number 1 above. So you can imagine how Babu Owino, was a very strong supporter of Baba. And then all of a sudden, we expected him to be in parliament and follow the ODM brigade in terms of, voting for the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, and then he doesn't turn up. Now, we need to understand one thing, that in politics, things don't happen from nowhere. It's not a coincidence that these two young men have been missing. They did not vote, and then all of a sudden they have resurfaced. So 2 days, I think, like yesterday, I think it was yesterday in the morning, when Babu Owino posted in his social media handles, his photo and Ndindi Nyoro, and he had a caption, about forgetting about the whole, the starving jealousy, starving, greed, all those things, and leaving them to die. That caption had a lot to say. Babu Owino really wanted to communicate something. So in this video, we are going to look at what was Babu Owino trying to tell us. What is this that is inside their game plan together with Ndindi Nyoro? Is it for 2027 or is it for 2032? So one thing that we first have to agree is, number 1, Babu Owino and Ndindi Nyoro are drifting away from their masters. Babu Owino is drifting from Baba because of 1, 2, 3 things. Number 1, Baba betrayed Gen Z. And when you look at Babu Owino is one member of parliament who has the interests of the youth at heart. We have seen him even, threaten help that if they are not dispatching money to university students, he's going to lead a mega demonstration in this particular country, marching to Anniversary Towers to demand for the release of that particular money. So is that one particular person when matters youth is always number 1. But recently we saw Baba actually betraying Gen Z and joining the Kenya Kwanza government in the formation of the broad-based government. And number 2, even that formation of the broad-based government, Baba nominated the likes of Wycliffe Obaranya, Mbadi, to be given positions as cabinet secretaries. And we anticipated, if Baba has the interests of the youth at heart, we could have seen Babu Owino being fronted for some position, and Babu Owino was left with nothing. He was left empty-handed. And I think out of that, Babu Owino feels like his political career is not headed in the right direction if he keeps on supporting Baba. On the other side, Ndindi Nyoro actually is also drifting, and his gesture of drifting, we can see it when the impeachment motion of the impeachment rumors of the former deputy president started when he said that he is not ready for such a kind of process. And we have seen him, he did not fought during that particular time. And his closeness to Ruto is no longer, well pronounced as it was in the past. And worst case scenario, there's rumors that he can be, the position he holds as the chairperson of the budget allocation committee may be taken away because he's kind of betrayed the Kenya Kwanza government. So number one, these two people are drifting from their principles because they are seeing their principles are not leading them to the right direction. Number two is the question on what are they up to with Babu Owino? What is this that is bringing them together? Are they considering a ticket or a presidential ticket for 2027? There's a very big probability that yes, maybe they have felt that it is high time that actually we started now shining in our own way. Maybe we try, if we fail, we could have tried and then we try next time. But from where I sit, actually I feel like these two people are organizing a ticket. As to who will be the presidential flag bearer, I don't know. And I cannot be able to tell as at the moment. But the truth of the matter is Babu Owino and ndindi Nyoro, high chances, up to 98%, is that they are planning for a 2027 presidential ticket. And now this question is, will they win? Will they get the support of Kenyans? Now, this is where actually so many things come in. Number one, if the current dissatisfaction Kenyans have against the Kenya Kwanza government continues up to 2027, then they have a chance. And I'm talking about the current dissatisfaction because you have seen the Gen Z going to the streets actually to protest. We have seen people saying the taxation is high, the economy is getting worse, the cost of living is, unemployment, everything is worse. So if this dissatisfaction continues up to 2027, then Babu Owino and ndindi Nyoro have a chance because from their constituencies, these are among the top performing members of parliament in this particular country. And Kenyans speak about them. They are always reading. So in terms of popularity, they have some, some know-how here and there among the Kenyans. So they only need to start strategizing themselves a bit earlier because at least they appeal to the masses and they have set examples from their constituencies. Number two, if the Gen Z and the youths of this particular country are going to change their political behavior and transfer their thoughts and their comments in the social media to the ballot, then they have a chance. What I'm saying this is that the youths of this particular country have a tendency of speaking a lot in the social media, of supporting somebody in the social media. But when it comes to the time of voting, they are never there to vote. Now that Gen Z have demonstrated that the youths in this particular country have become politically conscious, of course we understand that the Gen Z demonstration got even the government by surprise. Even the millennials and these other generations were surprised, like, where? These people can do this. Now, that political consciousness that has been ignited among the youths in this particular country needs to be sustained and transferred onto the parrot in 2027 if at all ndindi Nyoro and Babu Owino, they are contemplating to be the president and the deputy president, and they need the support of Kenyans because they appeal to the youths of this particular country. And if the youths of this particular country decide to register as voters and wake up in the morning to go and vote, then they have a chance. Number three, well, we have to look at how many people will be at the parrot in 2027. The options that are available. Now, on one hand, we have Kalonzo Musyoka together with Eugene Wamalwa and the Matiang'i factor, and we even don't know who actually Uhuru is going to support in the mountain. Then on the other hand, we have Kithure Kindiki and Ruto as another set. There's also this Vampire Diary Morara, who has become so popular among the Kenyans and who has even registered a party and checked Kenya. There's also some rumors that the likes of Okiya Mtata may be at the parrot. So the question is, among the options that we are going to have, If Kenyans are going to have limited options, then Babu Owino and Ndindi Nyoro are going to do what? Are going to have a chance. But if Kenyans are not going to have limited options, a case scenario whereby maybe by 2027, Morara Kebaso has not, didimiad, in the case that we will have the Okiya Mtata, in the case that we will have the Kalonzo Musyoka and the Matiang'i factor, in the case that we will have, all these other people that will stand against Kindiki and Ruto, then it means Babu Owino and Ndindi Nyoro are likely to sit down and restructure their game plan and ask themselves, who support are they going to seek, or who are they going to support? So you see, it also has to do with the 2027 political candidates available as options for Kenyans to vote for. Then another thing, it has to do with the mountain. And as I've always said, the mountain right now is very, very divided. Very, very divided. And in the case that these people come together and they say that they are going to give Ndindi Nyoro the presidential flag to run as a presidential candidate, and then Babu Owino as the deputy. Because of the seed of ethnicity that is, continuing to be planted right now, you can see there's a lot of, ethnic things are coming in, There's somebody who's trying to bring some hostility among Kenyan communities, especially the majority ones, the Luya, the Luo, the Kalenjin, and the Gikuyu. Somebody wants to run on that particular ethnic card and to divide these particular communities and put an enmity there. So if that seed actually terminates, and let's say in 2027, Babu Owino decides that Ndindi Nyoro, you become the president, I become the deputy, the mountain is likely to vote for that particular ticket because Ndindi Nyoro is one of their own. And we know the mountain, when it's one of their own who is included, they will wake up every early in the morning to go and vote. In any case, in 2022, they did not have a serious presidential candidate, and they were given a deputy who has been taken away and given to the Taraka. You understand? So in 2027, if Ndindi Nyoro says is going to be the president and Babu Owino the deputy, the mountain is likely to vote for him. But there will be a problem from the lake. The people in ODM, all the people in the lakeside, that is from Ruo Nyanza, are not likely to vote in that particular ticket. But if Babu becomes the presidential bearer, then the people from the lake are likely to vote for his presidency, that particular ticket. But again, that means there will be a very, very big problem in the mountain. Unless Rigathi Gachagua talks so well with Uhuru, and these people decide to pack not Matiang'i or the other, the Kalonzo Musyokas and the Eugenes, but to pack up Ndindi Nyoro. They say we want some blood, new fresh, with some fresh blood. We need some fleshy people in the parrot. If they go with that narrative, and then Uhuru stops to support Matiang'i and Kalonzo Musyoka, and then rallies behind Ndindi Nyoro and Babu Owino, then that ticket will see the light of the day. But remember also, how people are going to vote in 2027 will also depend on whether actually the current government is going to perform for the remaining 3 years. And I'm saying this, that in politics, one day is a very, very long period. Things change. 24 hours, within 24 hours, a lot changes. So if Ruto is going to consolidate his government and start, finishing the projects that Kebaso Morara has been, talking about in the farm buyer diaries, and, reduce the tax, make life easy for the common citizen, it's likely to appeal to these people. And in 2027, don't be surprised when these people start singing Ruto Tena. So all this again depends on how would the Kenya Kwanza government actually perform. But as to whether the Babu Owino Ndindi Nyoro ticket is a valid ticket, from where I stand, it's a very good ticket. It's a very good ticket because it encompasses the youth, it brings about young blood, and it brings about two people who have been performing so well in their constituencies. And whether they will implement it in 2027 or in 2032, it doesn't matter. It's only a matter of time. But the question is, who is going to support them? Are you ready to support the Babu, owino, ndindi, nyoro ticket? Leave your opinion in the comment section below. That's my opinion. Kindly remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this particular video. See you next time. Bye bye.